Our first frost is coming tonight. My fingertips are freezing because it says it's raised bed and potting mix. So, oh, we gotta go back outside, y'all. I be yapping a lot. That's a nice one, y'all. Look at it. So if you've never eaten kohlrabi, to me, it tastes like, I definitely was like, I'm not planting in this bed. Oh, we planting in this bed. I haven't had a harvest in so long. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. And my last video said, still no first frost. Guess what? Today, Thursday, November the 20th, our first frost is coming tonight. And so I'm about to get prepared, but first I have to feed the chickens. I just grabbed some eggs though. So the quail and the chickens are still laying right now. Of that, don't know how much longer that's gonna last because, you know, like I said, first frost coming tonight. I'm going to make sure I put some more bedding out for them. Looking for my tripod. Well, not out, but I'm gonna put some more bedding into the coop for them. It's actually pretty clean in there right now, but just for a little bit of more heat, I don't do anything other than that. Aside from giving them some scratch grain, I'll do that tonight. But other than that, I don't do anything to prep my chickens or my quail for the cold. They are pretty cold hardy. If you live in a really, really cold area, yeah, you may need to wrap your coop and things of that nature, but I never had a problem with the cold with them. So, what are we gonna do today? We're going to overwinter our peppers. I'm going to start pulling the peppers out of the bags and putting them into the smaller containers that I have from Bootstrap Farmer. We are going to harvest. I really think that my broccoli will make it through 32. That's as low as we're getting, and I want that to get bigger, so we're not gonna harvest the broccoli. We do have some kohlrabi that needs to be harvested too, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest that. Oh, probably gonna grab some leaves to cover up the strawberry plants too, just to be safe. Right now though, I need to get these chickens taken care of. This is the scratch grain that I feed them. Coming, I'm not gonna fill this all the way up because I'm just gonna have to go grab it tonight, dump it, and bring it in the house. So we're just gonna fill it up enough for them to have some water for the rest of the day, and then tonight we'll come back out. It's cold out here already. And now on to the quail. Same thing, only gonna fill up one. Also, at this point, we're down to one bag of food. I always try to keep two, so tomorrow I'll probably run to Tractor Supply, grab another bag. That way we don't run out of food. It does happen, but I try not to let that happen. It's so cold out here. Like, this switched up on us so fast. It is freezing out here. I'm gonna put my gloves on, not because I'm doing anything where I need gloves, but because my fingertips are freezing. So, all right, let me stop talking about how cold I am and go get the work done so that I can get in the house. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab the peppers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to grab them out of this bag. I'm gonna harvest everything really quick. And then I think I'm gonna go in the greenhouse to actually get them in these pots and turn the heater on because I'm cold. I don't like being cold. And someone asked me about the size. I'll put it on the screen, but this is the one that I have. And then I'm just putting it in this tray, and it actually has a holder. So this black thing is a holder, and they sit right down in it. So I love that. And those are from Bootstrap Farmer. I am affiliated. It's always a link down below. So if you're interested in purchasing from Bootstrap Farmer, I absolutely love them. I do think that they're going to last me for a while. I did a video on them a while ago, but I think they're going to last me for quite some time. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way too. Few people have asked me about my chicken boots. These boots right here. They are from Hisea. Hisea, I've worked with them for a while. They have really good boots. They're 100% stay warm, stay dry boots. And I really do like them. These were really cute. I just thought they were cute to have and be out in the garden with. Pretty sure there's a discount code for that too, and I'll put it down in the description box. So if you're interested, you can go down into the description box. All right, I went and got a basket. I would love for this to be an actual harvest video, but it's too cold. So I will quickly point this camera over here to these peppers, and then we're gonna start pulling these plants out. All right, so that's the last pepper harvest of the season. Not too shabby if you ask me. Okay, so now we are going to go and start pulling the pepper plants out. So my plan is I'm gonna pull them out. I'm gonna cut them over here. I'm gonna put them in a pot with their tag, and then we'll go into the greenhouse and actually finish potting them up into these pots. All right, so basically this is a cayenne pepper right here. We are gonna pull this out of the pot, and then we're gonna cut it way down. There isn't a tag, but I do know that it was a cayenne because I just pulled everything off of it. But honest truth, it doesn't matter to me what kind of pepper it is. I want to overwinter them, and once they start to produce next year, I'll know what they are. So I'm going to take the soil off, most of it right now. And so now what I'm gonna do is cut right here and cut right here. You don't need a lot left for this. You just need the plant. So the plant and the roots, I'm gonna cut right here and here. And next year they'll start growing again. And then I'm just gonna drop this down into a pot. I'm also gonna take a good amount of these roots off. I watched Jacque in the garden, and he took a lot of his roots off. He said you didn't need a lot of them. So I'm gonna try it. If I can find the tag, I'm gonna put the tag in here. If I can't, that's fine too. So I pretty much got all of the dirt off, soil, and I'm just gonna drop them in here. It's a quicker way for me to get into the greenhouse and out of the cold. So that's what we're gonna do with all of these plants. And we will worry about getting this greenery up on a warmer day. I'm surprised that was even producing. So this is a bigger one. A much more healthier plant is really what it is. So, just gonna chop, chop. You don't need the leaves, not right now. You're just trying to keep the roots established. All of those flowers, I would've got me some more. So that's all I'm keeping. Pull off those leaves too. All right, we have made it into the greenhouse. I don't think I need the heater. It's pretty warm in here, thank goodness. Cause Lord, y'all, when I say I don't like the cold, I really mean it. I do not like the cold. It has got to be probably maybe 10 degrees warmer in here. I don't know. I like it though. Also, I gotta check my broccoli. But anywho, we are about to get these potted. The soil that I'm using is the same ones that I use for the planting holes, because it says it's raised bed and potting mix. So we're gonna see how that works. And it's the only thing I got right now. That's what we're gonna do. This is pretty simple to do. I've done it before. Didn't keep the peppers alive. Like, I didn't water them, didn't check on them. Probably left them in a smaller greenhouse outside. Like, no protection, no nothing. This time, I'm gonna try to do different. So I don't know what kind of pepper this is. I know it was one that was pretty small. There's nothing in the pot right now. I'm just going to fill the bottom first. Then I'm gonna drop the pepper in. So some of these roots can go. I'm gonna throw them over into the other bed. And then I'm gonna drop the pepper down into it. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. And make sure all the roots are down. And then I'm just gonna cover the roots with the soil. And this soil is pretty moist already, so that is a plus. I won't have to worry about watering anytime soon. And like I said, I don't know what it is, but when it starts to produce next year, if I keep them alive, I'll end up knowing what it is. So what exactly is the point of me doing this? The plants will already be established next year when it's time to plant out peppers. And so I should get an earlier harvest. That is what I understand from this whole project of overwintering peppers. I should get them earlier because the plant will already have a root system. Now, I know some people may be like, you cut most of the root system off. I did. I like that idea better. Like I said, I saw Jacque in the garden do it. If you watch him, but if you don't, he's really good. They're out in California, I believe. So a much different growing zone than me, but I don't think growing zone, growing climate, everything. There's a lot of gardeners that will tell you the zones don't really matter. It just means how cold you get. For me, I follow any gardener because their tips on things that they do can absolutely translate over into, you know, what I do in my area. I don't have to live in the same zone or state as them. I like to because I like to follow people that do live in the same zone and state as me because, of course, now you're getting like pretty much the exact same growing area, same growing climate. But if not, I still follow them. When I first started out, I was like, I need someone who lives in zone 7. That's not true. You just need to watch and see what things they're doing. Try some of their tips. Try some of the things that they do because it could absolutely work for you. I said it in the last garden tour that everything isn't going to work that has worked for you. Things that has worked for other people may not work for you. But at the end of the day, it's all about learning, y'all. Just true story. It's all about learning. So if you are thinking about starting a garden this spring, after my first garden season, I had a horrible first garden season, but I sat and I watched all kinds of YouTubers. Did not matter where they were. Someone mentioned that they loved the fact that I was wearing Jess's shirt in my video, or it made them laugh, something like that. Jess was very integral in me starting a garden. Like the way that it seemed like it made her feel, her personality on camera. I've never met her in person. Like I was like, I want to do that. I want to garden. She was in Arkansas. She was not in Virginia. She's in South Carolina now. But she was a big part of why I wanted to extend my garden. She was a big part of that. Yeah, so that's why I had her shirt on. And because I love that sweater. It's a wonderful saying, as well as I just like it. So I am not one of those gardeners who won't, well, YouTube gardeners who won't kind of give props to other gardeners, because it takes all of us. Because some people may you know, like to listen to me yap on here, because I be yapping a lot. Might like my, you know, sense of humor. But then there may be other people who just want teaching. They just want to see how to do it, and they want it to be laid out for them, which I do sometimes. I don't do it often. So it takes all of us. And then if you are thinking about starting a channel and you're like, well, there's already a lot of channels out there, you just never know what a person needs and how a person learns and what a person is looking for when they're on here. So you should start a channel too. So I'm probably gonna put y'all in speed up mode. Don't rip these things off here like I'm doing. I'm not going back outside, so they just gonna come off like this, and then we'll see in the spring what happens to them. Y'all know how I do. Now we'll keep up with them. If I keep up with them, I will show updates throughout the colder months on how they're doing. I just don't take this too serious. I just don't. But it is very, very fun for me. So in spring, I will plant these back out and we will start to get leaves again. That's what should happen. Like I said, I haven't done it before successfully, but not because I don't think it works. I think it's because I didn't pay attention and didn't keep up with them. That's a habanada. I did not find tags for all of them. I don't know if I already said that or not, but I didn't. And like this one still has some leaves. It got cold. I just started chopping and dropping because I was like, I gotta get out. I gotta get from out here. and we still gotta harvest stuff. So woo. Another reason why I think I want to try this is because I didn't get everything I could get from these plants. I started them from seed this year, but I didn't really get to take care of my garden like I was supposed to. So if I can get these to stay alive and grow them next year, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And so that's why we're doing this. So I'm gonna put y'all in speed up mode, because when I have it on and I'm talking, I feel like I gotta keep talking. So I'm gonna put y'all in speed up mode and finish getting these potted up. All done. But now we are gonna overwinter these. I am keeping my fingers crossed, because it would be amazing to have all of these pepper plants ready to go when it's time to plant for spring. We're good to go. Ah, very nice. I'm happy with that. Having those pots makes it look neat too. We do like neat. Oh, we gotta go back outside, y'all. Let's check on these worms real quick. Then we're going to harvest. Then we're going in the house. All right, let's see what we got going on in here. Yep, I can see one. He's alive. I can see him through the cracks over here. I want to check on the food to see if we need to feed them. Most of them are over here. No, there's food left. I didn't even have to dig far. That lemon is in here. I saw y'all say they don't really like citrus. I will not do it again. But it's already in here now. And everyone was asking, like, why would I throw the leche away? It is because I have done research. Some people say you should use it. Some people say you shouldn't. Someone did leave a nice comment though, and they said a smart comment. Oh, they're right there where the food is, so they're eating and stuff, so we're doing great. They left a comment and they said you could put it in with your comfrey tea or your fertilizer, and I think that's what I'll do. I feel better putting it in with something that's already been sitting, that is a liquid fertilizer, than just trying to throw it onto my plants or onto the soil. So that's what I'm gonna do. When that starts to come out again, I'm just gonna start adding it to the comfrey tea or to the weed tea. So thank you very much for that comment. Oh, by the way, I got some gifts from Amazon this week. For whatever reason, there isn't a thank you option anymore. Like when I scan the code from the note, it doesn't let me say thank you. So to the person who sent me a bunch of the books from my Amazon wish list, thank you so much. There's one in particular that I have been reading. It tells me how to use medicinal herbs by the system in my body, and I absolutely love that. So I very much appreciate that. So I just saved myself some time outside. You know what I didn't think about when I was saying earlier that I was gonna harvest like the collard leaves and the cabbage? I'm not. I want them to get a frost because they are sweeter. That's what they say. Once they get a frost. So we won't be harvesting that, but we are going to harvest the kohlrabi. I am going to harvest some kale because my zuppa toscano soup is in the crock pot, and once that's pretty much done, I'm going to drop that kale in it, and that is dinner tonight, y'all. And then I'm probably going to harvest a few of the leeks, because after that zuppa toscana comes out, we're going to be making leek and potato soup. So the leeks that are pretty big, we're gonna go ahead and grab those. And then whatever I don't use from the leek and potato soup, then I'm gonna dehydrate it and put it in a jar to save it. All right, so we have one kohlrabi here. That's a really good size. Oh, it might have been getting ready to split. So this is a perfect time. I pull my stuff. If you are new here, I do not leave roots in. It does not work for my bed in my backyard. All right, so it's a beautiful kohlrabi. I'm gonna chop the bottom off because I don't want to take that in the house with me. But now, if I were not going to use this soon, I could have left that on, and then I could have just set the root part into some water and put it in the refrigerator, make it last longer. But I am going to probably use this tomorrow for a lunch. But see, I think it was probably about to split, so I feel like I got it at a perfect time. Now, because I do have a mole or a vole, I'm going to go in here. Got a bunch of weeds in here. The chickens would love that. I might get it another day. Not right now. I am going to step on this and fill that hole back in. So, now on to the next kohlrabi. Nice one too. Pull that one out. Nice root system on that one too. All that. So if you've never eaten kohlrabi, to me, it tastes like a mix of cabbage and broccoli stem. And additionally, the leaves are edible as well as the bulb. You do have to peel the bulb, and when you get inside, like when you're at the good part of the kohlrabi, it will be like an apple texture. So if you're getting like a stringy texture, you need to continue to peel because it should be an apple texture. So like I said, I need some kale. We're doing this in a cut and come again style. So we're just gonna take enough leaves for the zuppa toscana soup. I like a lot of kale in my zuppa toscana. I just let it wilt a little bit. I don't cook it down, but I love a good amount of kale. And so that's cut and come again. I'm gonna leave those few leaves, and then that plant is going to continue to grow. All right, next up is a leek or 2 or 5. This is a really good one right here, so we're gonna grab that. That's a nice one, y'all. Look at it. Love that. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bottom off of this too, outside, or at least most of the roots outside. Then also gonna cut the tops a little bit. So now that is our leek. Nice. Love it. And I'm gonna pull off this outer layer so we don't take all of this dirt in the house with us either. Very nice leek. Super happy about that. Now let's go see what other leeks we can find. Very nice. So let's pull off these outer leaves. Uh-oh, was trying to get a pest. I'm pretty sure that's what that is right there. We'll rinse these off when we get in the house. Chop, chop. I'm gonna put these in that bed in the greenhouse because I will tell y'all in a minute. But look, got us 3 more leeks. This one is kind of nice. The vole has been over here. You can tell from the squishiness of the soil. Alright, everything else will stay. Very nice though. Love that. Did better that time. 2 more. We'll get that stuff up later. But what I was gonna tell you is I did decide to pick up the pepper stuff, put it into that bed. I'm gonna insert footage of me planting that bed with garlic, and I'm about to tell you why. Enjoy this portion of the video. So if you remember, I said I wasn't gonna plant anything in this bed over here, but with the soil being so hard, I was thinking I could plant garlic in there. It would help to aerate the soil a little bit. I did find garlic at the farmer's market today. I'm doing it for 2 things. I want to grow more garlic, but I also want to see if it'll help to break the soil up in this bed. And we just throwing the casings in here too, because this bed needs all the organic matter it can get. So we all know I'm always changing my mind about stuff. I definitely was like, I'm not planting in this bed. Oh, we planting in this bed. All right, let's get back to the harvest. These peas, I have found that sometimes the pods don't make it through a freeze. So we're gonna take what we do have. They will literally just be some snacks because it's not a lot of them that are plump like this and ready to go. But any harvest is a good harvest. So I'll take it. Oh, broke that one. Also, we need to harvest this lemon balm because if it freezes, that lemon balm is gonna die back. That is probably the last thing we need to harvest though. Everything else should make it, or I don't mind if it dies. All right, let's harvest this lemon balm. I'm gonna cut it back as far as I can at this point and take everything I can. And whatever is, you know, not looking good, when we get in the house, we'll dispose of it. But for now, we want all the lemon balm. I made a lemon balm tincture. I have lemon balm tea in the refrigerator that I made a few days ago. I am using my lemon balm, but it's perennial. However, it's not frost hardy. And if we don't happen to get a frost tonight, or if it's not hard enough to kill it, then maybe we'll get another lemon balm harvest. Who knows? This is a good time to harvest your herbs if you haven't already had your first frost. If I had taken care of my herbs this year, I would be harvesting a lot of herbs right now. But I'm gonna take care of them. All right, lemon balm is gone. So that is today's harvest, y'all. Some of those eggs are from yesterday. I forgot to take them in the house. But that's today's harvest before the frost and for food. Absolutely love it. Super duper love it. I haven't had a harvest in so long. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram where I post about the things going on in the garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.